So I have a question. I don't know if you want to address it now or later, but like, how do you get started pair programming?
So one of the
Like,
and
if you're not currently doing it, what are your thoughts on how you would start
well,
bringing it
so
into an organization?
yeah, so yeah, let's dig into the how, because this will when we not only talk about the tools that you use for pair programming, but also how you implement it in different situations, um, from a logistical standpoint. So pair programming, when I try to bring stuff in, pair program into a situation that doesn't use it, the first thing to do is kind of look at the team composition and say, A, are these people interested in pair programming, and have a talk with them about it. Here are the pros and cons of pair programming. Here's how we're going to do it, how we would implement it. Is everybody on board with this? If they say yes, then you kind of need to let them pick and choose their partners and say, okay, your next ticket, I just want you to try pair programming for an hour. Just pick a partner, get together for an hour, and do pair programming. Whatever tool we've decided to use for it. And do that, you know, after pair programming for an hour, then you guys go off and work on your own tickets. And then the next ticket you get, try it again. And at that point, after that second hour of pair programming, if you're really uncomfortable with, oh, and also the second time, do it with somebody else if you can. If you still really don't want pair programming in the organization, then let's have another team convo about it and decide whether or not we want to keep trying. But you have to do it real slow because human beings don't like change. And so if you try to just say, okay, let's spend a week just doing nothing but pair programming, that nobody's going to like it. I wouldn't even like that. So, and I love pair programming. So, you just kind of slow walk it, and you have to get people to buy into it. They have to understand what the benefits are. Because if I just say, hey, we're going to pair program, and all you know is that just means I've got to spend my time programming, explaining stuff to somebody else. I just want to get my ticket done. Then I'm not gonna want to do it. I'm not gonna understand, especially if I'm a junior guy who hasn't been in this very long. I'm not gonna understand what the benefits are down the road. So that stuff needs to be explained up front. Just
Yeah, I
to get
like the
buy-in.
idea of, because, they're different kinds of people. Like we've said multiple, times in the show. And I like the idea of leaving it up to the programmers. So if you want to try programming, okay, find someone to pair program with, you know. And yes, maybe you have a class, maybe you have some tools set up to get started with, and then it's like, okay, go ahead. And maybe there's a distribution. Maybe someone pair programs, 75% of the time, a few others do 50% of the time, some people do 25% of the time, and then you maybe have some zero percenters.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like based upon how you like to work and how you think you work most effectively. Um, that pair programming is done.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, my attitude is allow and encourage pair programming, but never force it. It's because you just that'll go over like a lead balloon. It's not going to work.
But if, management is looking to receive some of the benefits of that cross pollination of knowledge, then for those people who have elected not to do it, you need some other method to capture that information,
Well,
to share what they're working on.
true. And you also have to make decisions about what is your culture going to be, and is this person going to fit into your culture? If it's, I mean, I'm not saying if they won't pair program, you need to fire them. I'm just
Yeah.
saying is if everybody wants to pair program except for this one person, and pair programming is really important to how you do it, well, maybe that's not the right person, because you don't want to have to develop a whole other methodology for their knowledge documentation than everybody else's. And they're probably not going to be very happy in that situation anyway. They're going to feel left out. They're going to feel like an outsider. So, I mean, I'm not saying that everybody should pair program or everybody shouldn't. You can have a mix. That's fine. But just, analyze the situation and make decisions about, well, are these the right people for the culture that we're trying to develop here?
If you like this clip and want to watch another one, you can click right here, or if you want to watch the full video, you can click here.